Welcome to Y Rush Racing, and welcome to round 4 of the Hillbilly GP. Today, we're at the Flying W, better known as Steelville. But first, remember, subscribe to me on YouTube, and of course, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Alright, so here we are. Here's the start of the AM races. And that means I'm not racing today in the AM race. Well, it could. Somebody else could be filming. But I'm holding the camera. And, of course, like I said, I've stepped it up to B-Vet. Here's my previous class, the C-Vet guys getting it on, and Justin getting the whole shot. Good job, Justin. And here's the largest class of the day. It's the trail riders. 20-plus riders in this class. It's good to see that this class is big because there's a lot of first-time races out here, and it just means that the sport's growing. And then, of course, my favorite class, the juniors. These are the up-and-coming. And boy, do we got a slew of good riders in there. I think this is like 13 or 14 years and younger. And here's me on the line. So this is a couple hours later. This is 2 o'clock roughly p.m. and we're off. There's Rick. Somehow or another, these last couple races, Rick has been just killing it on the starts. And I just cannot get in front of that dude. Oh, yes, and he threw me a little dirt sandwich right there. Thank you, and thank you to Pure Moto Photography for taking such an amazing picture and sharing them with us. All right, so a little about Steelville. Well, it's out near, if you know where Cuba, Missouri, or St. James, Missouri, that's about where it is, south central-ish area, not too far from I-44. So actually, there's quite a contingent here from the St. Louis area. And then, whereas the Hillbilly is more of a Southwest Missouri series. So it's awesome to see some people from the outside coming on in. Steelville, we raced here as part of the Missouri Hare Scramble series over the summer. Oh my God, was it hot and was it dusty? And with those dust conditions, that was one of the big concerns coming into this race here. It's because it may not look it because like all the leaves are on the ground, it's wintertime, but it's really dry right now. We were happened to be fortunate enough to get a sprinkling of rain the night before and the morning of, and it just turned out to be perfect as far as knocking that dust down. Probably could use a little more to kind of lock some of the rocks in place, but hey, take what I can get. So Rick, man, he is on a roll today. We raced him, just 2 weeks ago, and we were pretty close there, and I was like, okay, he can get a little ahead, no big deal, I can reel him in. Look at that, and he's just tearing off. Boom, gone. All right, so yeah, here we are coming up the kind of corral area. You can see Rick, and that was a fun little area. And I look behind me, I can see Mark back there, followed by Chris. Haven't beat those guys yet this season. Still working on the first time. Fun hill. This is during this race. Every race, I'm learning something I should be doing differently, right? Ride in third gear. Sit further forward on your seat, elbows out, wrist in, stuff like that. Don't miss corners and give people opportunities to pass you. There's Mark trying to sneak through, but I was able to close that door for the time being at least. Fun little log there. There's a way around it, but it's much faster to go over that log. And then there's this hill. So this is probably one of the more challenging. This spot and one, this is a required hill you have to go up. And Chris gets around me. So I'm now in third place. Chris is in my class. Somehow he got in around Mark. Never saw that happen. And then I'm following, actually. That's Huck up there. Huck's raced the C Sportsman. And then he jumped in the B class to see how he'd handle it. Well, say he's doing pretty good. A little tired, I imagine. But look at Chris, man. He just made his own track. I gotta learn that stuff. Still working on the passing lines. Now it's my turn to follow Huck for a period of time. So yeah, this is about the dustiest it gets right here. Can't complain about that. And here we are coming in through lap 1. Thank you, Huck, for letting me around. Yeah, there's the man Chili cheering us on. Chili's the organizer of this series, the head honcho. Oh! I got a kick out of it. So Mark just got around. So did Huck. Mark said, thanks for letting me around there after the first lap. I'm like, to be clear, I did not let you around, Mark. So, mission 1, get back around Huck. But yeah, coming in through 3rd and lap 1. Tell you what, it's still surprising myself. When out of 17 races today, I'm in 3rd place right now. Wow. If you had asked me a year ago if that's where I'd be, I'd be like, nah, no way. I'd be looking from 3rd place in C-Vet. But make changes, get faster, and well, that's just the way the world works sometimes. Hopefully you get faster. Let's get around Huck. Oh. Mr. Clay up here. Alright, so here is probably the hardest technical part. And there's an easy way which Clay is going. Clay's in the B class. I'm in B vet. And I stay to the right, which is in this creek bed. And not too terribly difficult until about right here. Look at all these rocks. Boom. Just every which way. Just kind of bounce over them. But that rock right there that my back wheel's stuck on, it's kind of slick. And I finally get over it. Ah, and I did not pass Clay. Oh! And actually, that's somebody else. It was Riley. Forget that guy's name. I'm sorry, dude. Well, anyways, you got around me too. Anyways, here I'm trying to follow Clay, get around him, pass him, make a pass, catch back up to Mark. Oh, and he goes off to the side. Unintentionally. Thanks for letting me around though, Clay. No complaints here. Trust me, we'll see more of Clay. He's a fighter. Alright, so remember that hill? I said it's probably one of the more challenging required parts of this. Well, here it is. I put this in here, so I want to show everybody that yes, I can do this hill cleanly and look like I'm decent at riding a dirt bike. Of course, then that part right there really jacks me up. What's the deal? So I can climb a hill, but I can't cross a little log. Lesson learned. Yeah, me and that hill, we're not friends today. I'll tell you that much. There's more of that to come. Alright, so yeah, here we are through lap 2. Lost 1 spot, now in, what, 4th place? We kind of saw some of these hills earlier. There were some of these little jumps. And I didn't really get on it, the hammer, like I should here. And I hear Clay coming up on my behind me. Right about here, I start to hear him. And well, shoot, I don't really want to cut him off, and so I go over that jump, which isn't exactly faster, and he gets around me. Ah, Nikes. Oh, hey, but I did get a great photo thanks to the Huffmans. Awesome. So Clay's back in front. Uh-oh. You hear that? That can only mean one of two things. Either I'm getting lapped by guys like Brandon Forrester or the Cole Hensleys, or it's Jeff in my class. And well, seeing how his Nari flown by me, it's Jeff. And Jeff, for some reason, he's got to work on his starts, because he's definitely faster than me at this point in our progression. Oh, and there he makes a good pass, but he can't stick it. But he gets terrible starts, and he starts way back and has to fight through the entire class before he can get around me. Anyways, I'm sure he's going to work on those starts and get in front of me and stay in front of me, and then it'll be my job to pass him. There we go. All right, so here I am for the time being in front of Jeff. Ah, and here's the split again, the hard easy. Still got Clay over to my left. Look how far ahead he is, right? It's about 20, 30 yards. I got Jeff behind me, and I'm like, all right, let's do this clean. I wonder if I can pass Clay. So far, so good. And look at that. Look at that. Clay's nowhere in sight. If you run it clean, that way was so much faster. It's kind of like a high risk, high reward kind of deal. So I put a little space between me and Jeff, got in front of Clay again, and we're rolling. Oh, I missed a little hot line there. But guess who didn't? Clay didn't. It's like me and him, man. I raced him more than I raced anybody else in my class for the most part. Poor Jeff was behind me for like a lap. Been a quarter maybe. Me and Clay raced for about 2 laps. So I haven't quite figured this out. So for whatever reason, Clay is waving me around. And after following for so long, I'm like, why did you? I certainly don't sound like a guy that's lapping. I can guarantee you, I am no Logan Lowry, James King, blah, blah, blah. List goes on and on and on. I'm Charlie Hawkins. And I'm not that fast. Anyways, so here we are coming in through lap 3. I am still 4th place. Jeff, according to the scoring results, 0 seconds behind me. So he's right on my tail. He is hot on it. Phil is 6 seconds behind. Clay, a mere 2 seconds behind me. Gotta keep it up. Alright, so here we are to that split again. Alright, I 100% intended to go right. The last second, my bike kind of bounced to the left, so guess which way I go? To the left. And one thing I don't understand, and Jeff, why didn't you go to the right, man? You could have passed me. Anyways, lesson learned. He's still behind me, and that's just the way the world turns, I guess. But there's a guy that didn't take the easy way. Actually, I'm kind of throwing it back because I want to say his bike is number 274. That's like an A-rider. And I'm like, 274? How is he? So I didn't get over as much as I could because I was kind of confused on what class he was. Like, is he an A-rider that's not going that fast today? But no, that is Mr. Harrison Helmick. Welcome back, Harrison. We haven't seen you in a while. And way to be in the lead, at least for now. And so much for me being in the lead of Jeff. They already finally made a good pass. Like I was gonna say, I've been struggling up my hills. I gotta work my hills. Get some more RP, some more horsepower to the ground to get up them. So yeah, Harrison, welcome back. Hope to see you around more this season. That AA class, the pro class, man, it's stacked. Got Mr. Cole Hensler is home with the flu today, or some kind of sickness. Uh-oh, I hear a bumblebee. Yeah, it is Mr. Logan Lowry. Pairing up that new Husqvarna. Part of the Air Group Enduro Engineering. Yeah, and that's a pretty cool Instagram is Enduro Engineering. Check them out. Logan posts on there a couple times a week, as well as Drew Higgins we've seen before. Mr. Brandon Forrester. Man with the plan. So yeah, congrats Logan on getting a ride this year. I'm super pumped to see what you can do this summer in some of the national series. I asked him if he's tuned his bike and all that stuff. He's like, no, it's pretty much stock right now. Later on, there's Phil. Phil's in my class, trying to get around me. Later on, he said in January, the whole Air Group Enduro Engineering team's going to get together in Texas. They're going to tune those bikes. And Phil gets around me, and I'm like, no! I want to stay in front of Phil. I want to beat Phil. I want to beat everybody. But I really want to beat Phil. Just because. I like Phil. I guess the more I like somebody, the more I want to beat him. I don't know. So, alright. So, here are this kind of fun little creek section here. Nothing too challenging. Just lots of rocks and whatnot. Little rocks. And then Phil decided he wanted to ride that ditch just a little longer. Kind of left a little opening for me. But I can't capitalize. And this was kind of fun going into this little hill here. There's a little jump right there where Phil is. Boom, I hit it. It's kind of scary to jump in the woods, especially if you're going fast, but every now and then we'll do it. That was a little fun one. Little, for sure. Remember this hill I keep telling you about? Well, I think I finally met my match this time around. Alright, so didn't do a great job at the bottom. Kind of paddling right now. And I got my foot run over. James, why'd you do that? James is lapping me. He's a AA pro rider. I'm like, oh, come on, James, man. Can't you go around my foot? anyways, there's been a lot of stuff censored out right now. Most of the censoring's done, so it hurts. First thought is ankle broken. Like, he ran it over, snapped it in half. I don't know what's going on. I'm in pain.
You alright, man? No.
The guy asked me if I'm alright. I just say no. What kind of answer is that? He did pick up my bike and stand it up, so thank you guys.
What's wrong?
My ankle got ran over.
Yeah, Nick, you're gonna have to perform surgery on his ankle.
Yeah, just cut it off.
Cut it off.
Just below the knee.
All right, we'll do an amputation. Here, can we use your belt as a tourniquet?
You're recording all this.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's probably like 1:40.
No, they're done. It's 3:48. You're done.
Oh yeah, you're done. This is your last.
All you
You
gotta make it back.
I can make it back. We're almost there. Oh,
Hey Dave, line him up so he's ready to go.
Alright, so yeah, at this point, the plan is that I knew the time's getting close, don't know how close it is,
I'm not going to get in the trail. I'm just going to point it this way.
and I'm going to ride back. Checker flag's going to be out, race will be over. I'm like
hope I
half
just
a mile,
sprained
3/4 of a mile from the
That hurt like
finish.
hell.
That's it. It's going to be that easy. That's the plan. And,
God, no.
of
That
course,
could
my
be
hurt
easy.
ankle's
Come on.
the side of the
I
kickstart.
think I just sprained it.
It would have been nice to have an electric start a lot of times,
Thank
so
you,
that'd be
guys.
nice. But hey, you can't always get what you want. So here we are, starting out again.
I got 9 minutes left.
And I just realized my plan's gone to hell. So, 9 minutes left. Yeah, not happy. I have yet to drop out of a race. I have raced until I've seen a checkered flag every race I've entered so far. Oh, Manuel Morris, AA dude, tearing it up. His brothers were on fire too. The Morris, the whole clan. In fact, his dad in the B45, he beat me today.
Hey, hey!
There's Bryce and Craver. So anyways, praying for a checkered flag.
Damn it.
No! No checkered flag. Well, keep on keeping on. I will not drop out. I will ride if I am able to ride, and I'm able to ride. Alright, so this here is pretty much the last of my footage here. Decided, you know what, if I'm gonna ride another lap, my ankle is not broken, I've decided by this point. I've tested it enough to realize I can put some weight on it. Sprained it. Thank God I bought the new boots. No idea if I had my old boots. I have the Garnet SG12s now. Those things are bulletproof, well, mostly. And yeah, glad I had those on today. And I ended up getting passed by Kirby Lavelle, and he pulled me along to a decent 5th lap. But it was awesome. Had a great time. Steelville. Looking forward to coming back this summer, and back I will be. Anyways, that's all the footage I got for today. I finished 10th, and well, here's me. All right, so yeah, the race is over. It's 4:45. It's getting dark out, but man, had a great time. Did have, well, you guys saw that the one incident where I got kind of ran over, but look at that, found extra fabric. But anyways, had a good time. Looking forward to, it's 27 days or something like that, 28 days till the Cassville Nationals. See you guys there. Have a great time, and have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye. Anyways, see everybody at Cassville. Bye.